Everyone, we've got a new buddy to play.
I should probably use that. Oh wait, I forgot. I forgot what I was going in there for in the first place. Oh wait, I only have 160. Right, I recently did another one of these. I shouldn't have tried so hard to get the one from whichever one it was. Which one was I trying to get before? I kept doing the Never Rest one. Right, I was trying to get this, the Rapid Ascent, because it has the crit rate boost on it. I think I was trying to get it for Chen, I think. Either Chen or to use it with on the Endman. I shouldn't have done that. I did so many of these. I should have just started doing stuff like this, because I really need the Mountain Bear now. Because it would make Lifeng really good. Plus, I have the chance to get the Jet, which is really good for Javi. There's some other good stuff in here, too. But most of it I probably wouldn't use. This is also good because I really need this for like my brain's not working. Ember. Since she's the only character in the game, as far as I can remember, that applies a shield. Actually, no, she's the second character. Catcher's the other one. Which is really funny. I do want to make a F2P, I mean, anything I do on this account is F2P, but you know what I mean. I want to make like a true F2P team for the Endmen at some point, which is a team specifically that's just like only, like at most 1 5-star, and then the other 2 have to be 4 stars or something like that. Or actually, no, I don't think that's physically possible. You get what I mean. The team would probably be something like.
Where should I be?
I forgot I have Snowgrave still sitting here. But it would be something like. That's not what I meant to do. But it would be something like. Right, I forgot to try and Originium directly. It would be. Obviously, Catcher would be in the team. Ooh, probably Antal.
Break time. Over already?
Is there another 4-star I could add? No. I mean, technically it would work.
Attention! Huh? Is it my turn already?
What does this do again? Oh. Wait, she actually is usable here.
I'm in position.
It would be this. And the reason is because Catcher is the only character in the game that can directly apply invulnerability without having to use either lift or knockdown. He just directly applies it. It's so nice. Antal, it can copy any effect caused. And now I just learned Estella applies lift with her ultimate, which I didn't know she did. I keep doing that. Like, you saw it. I did not realize just how good Z7 worked. The only 2 that I don't really work are definitely fluorite and I need this more than anything else. And I could curate. For some reason, names just aren't working for me today. What in the heck? Oh, I never noticed that. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to do that first. Give me a second. I don't know, let's do it here. I'm going to start using all of my stuff I don't need normally. Is there any space here? There is space here. There's 2 spots here, which is good, because that's the amount I need. Let's do this. So I need... Let's see. I need packaging unit. Amethyst part. And this one needs to be... Do I have Akatine powder directly, or is it just an Akatine powder? Where is Akatine powder? Oh, it's right there. I don't know. Then I can just put Akatine here. And then I just need Shredder. So it's production 1. I don't have shit in this freaking area. And then Valley 4. No, I just need a bunch of explosives really quickly because I'm probably going to use them a lot. Yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff here because I just haven't really made anything. I wonder if this is in here. Oh. Again, I gotta go through and like fully re-optimize everything in this area, Green Valley 4. So I don't really need most of the space in like these areas and stuff. I did go ahead and max it. I should have gone and maxed out everything. Yeah. Everything in these areas should be maxed out. Like, I do need to go and fix everything in these areas. So that they're actually like, functional. I want to max out everything that is like cash related, especially. That and the super, super simple productions. Like, just the things that produce this stuff. And this stuff. Stuff that I do actually like continuously need to craft with more of. Yep. Flame Drones 5. Didn't move the last one. Okay, let's go use this now. The specific reason I'm doing this stuff right now, I could have waited for a while before I need to do any of this stuff, but I'm trying to do it now, is because I want the last bit of stuff that I don't have in terms of Orleans specifically, because I believe that one Orleans is the last one. Yeah. Because that gives me more geometry, which is the point. Also, I finally get the last stamina delimiter. So, that's nice. I did need one more stamina thing, as I was running out of stamina a lot in like the higher Like combat stuff, just the wrong menu. There. Okay, supply up. That's the wrong button. Supply up. And it should give me enough that I needed. Look at all that. What do we... Oh, holy crap. Are these new? I feel like these are new. Cryo damage dealt. That makes sense. So the wheeler has to combo. Oh, it's agility, so it's... Oh, I know who this is for. I definitely know who I'm giving it to then. It also work for nature damage dealt. This definitely could work on fluorite then. It's the other weapon, just to be sure, just to check. It's just normal sword. Alright, it's interesting. It's also got crit rate too, so it's very similar to the full ascent, whatever it's called. I can't remember anymore. There's also this stuff, but I don't feel like I really need most of these. There's another gun. Yeah, I'm grabbing this, obviously. I don't. Cannot put just levels right now. Interesting. I don't know why. Yeah, I should have put stuff in the info. Oh yeah, I can use these. 26! Holy crap!
Capture. Op Team Z7. My role is giving the team cover and logistics support.
Excuse me, isn't this where we sign up for the job?
Oh, no, it's not.
Nice meeting you. Name's Alash. I like to read, and I...
So many bolts to do this.
I hate fools who like to micromanage. Thank goodness you're not one of them.
Flash open. What is... Oh yeah, it's probably Alish.
What a
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start
Whoa,
fixing
whoa,
everything up. Because I do feel like the time I'll be doing the polls I want to do is actually fairly close. Where am I going? Right, this menu. Like I'm still wanting to get Mifu and maybe Rossi as well. I do have more than enough pulls though. I only need 15,000 ore barrel at any given time. Have enough for the 30 because I want to do the headhunting dossier. Or not the emergency polls on every single one of them. I could go for the headhunting dossier as well, but that takes up a bit too much. As long as I have 15k, I can do the free 10 every single time. Let's continue with the... I feel like the Orlean is definitely the thing I want to focus on first. I should know, or I should remember every time that doesn't actually track them first. Aha, I knew it was going to be one I needed to do this for. Oh, it's down here now.
Unlike the blight and rifts,
Did it move down? That's
Orleans
interesting.
aren't that dangerous.
No, thanks, fine. This is also a good thing to do because it does give me more, like just doing other exploration stuff does give me more credits, which I am consistently out of.
Ooh, back to my old gig, huh? Let's go. I have total
I was
faith in
thinking
you.
about, wait, how do you get up here again? Wait, what? Oh wait, it's right here. Oh, I see what's
Quarreling. A thing that's just as unreliable as my memories.
I will be singing the Deltarune soundtrack a lot. You're gonna get to get used to it if you're new here. I do that a lot. Can I break this? The box. Whoa! What capsule A? With a bunch of free money, I guess.
Acquiring Arlene is our top priority on missions.
I also might come across chests I don't already have, which is nice. But most of everything I'm gonna get is probably gonna be from this. I guess while I'm doing this, I can ramble about random things that, you know, game-related stuff. Like I was at the end of the Humble Monument video I just did. Come on. Okay, so this is, I forgot this is one of those spots. I think it is teleport this time. I'm not going to probably teleport behind that. I think it's mostly head.
See that one? Need me to do some trimming?
Alright, you can't get anything from this. Keep reading this on a shortcut. I can destroy some of those while I'm here. I think I see what I'm supposed to do here.
Acquiring Arlene is our top priority on missions. I wonder.
Long. Head on.
High-risk target detected.
Let's get rid of this, which is a little bit
We've
annoying.
trained for this.
Oh, you can get the thing. Okay, this way.
Something dangerous is up ahead. We better be fully prepared.
Oh, can you get rid of from like the Ferium running spot?
We're going head to head. Execute Plan A. Oh, we're so committed.
Get to it.
Ooh, fingers crossed for a
Very
bonus.
nice. Oh, you have to go around.
Got a present for you.
Yeah.
High-risk target detected. Stay calm. We've trained for this.
I had one of these before. What happened after wasn't so great.
Oh, I see why they were attacking. Oh, I didn't know I was getting seen. I wasn't getting
Execute
seen.
Plan A. We'll see
Some
this
weirdo just had to just share the freaking their gun tower for whatever reason. Gun tower is one of the weirdest things people share.
These resources are really.
It's an interesting one. I feel like it's a red herring, but I feel like it's also not. Oh no, you can't fit it that way anyway, so I need this. I physically can't do that. Let me try that. No, let's do Too many of those. See, they can't fit there. I can't fit it anywhere. No. Move on. I mean, where's the shape? Okay, yeah. Initial thought is something like this. Do those fit together to fit a shape like that in this particular setup? I don't feel like it can, because that doesn't work. And that doesn't work because of that. So yeah, they can't be that. I do like that this is just like telling you what shape it is, instead of just outright telling you. Maybe, here we go. I was thinking it had to be something like that, where they fit together like that.
Hi.
I had one of these before. What happened after wasn't so great.
No, I didn't realize I got that many. I didn't realize it's just this now. Oh, no. Yeah, I definitely will say this has probably been like the best game overall, for sure. When it comes in the gacha scene, in my opinion. Is it hidden? Or is it up somewhere? Oh, it's right on
Orally,
that. That's an
a
interesting
thing
spot.
that's just as unreliable as my memories.
Ooh, there's an energy illusion. Let me do this real quick. I am stuck. I'm there. What's up, Barney? 30. Oh, 35. Oh. Sorry, this is more than that. Okay.
This is gonna be loud. Not bad. Shame no one's here to film it.
Yeah. I think this game to me has probably been the one that definitely reveals how weird players tend to be. Hello.
Like the blight
What
and
else
rifts.
is here?
Orleans aren't that
My
dangerous.
senses were tingling. Like it's definitely shown me the most of why I am so different, or like how I am so different from so many like players of just probably games in general. To be honest, it's so interesting how different I am just for a few simple reasons. I did want to explore this area a bit more. So I guess now would be the time to do that. I wonder exactly what oh, I know what this is, I think. Is this the thing I had to explode through? I don't remember how to get there. This building is confusing. Nice. Just spot there to explode to get through. Or you just find some way around the other side. This. I think it's connected to these rooms. It's like a place you can climb. At least. I think it was on the floor. No, no. This place is a little it's inside of the building. Buildings are like the most confusing things to deal with. Like just in games in general. I see an interact dot there. That's like on the other side of the wall. We can get through this.
Everyone, we've got a new buddy to play with.
Just come back to the I'm sure we can find somewhere around the thing. No. This is going to be one of the more confusing ones. I don't have a. I wish I had a 3D model of this building. But it's hard to use a 2D map for a 3D space. A place where height actually matters. What's this chest in here? I remember that I was ignoring most of this stuff when I was in here last time. How do you... Oh, this brings you up. Hello. This is definitely not the place you were in before. But I'm going to do it anyways. This is definitely not the place I should be in, but I'm still going to go through this anyways. Good. Ah, dang it, I got just enough range for that. The answer is I didn't. No! Oh, God. Went away too fast. Yeah, there's definitely many things about these games that I just differ in so many different ways. I care very little about the high difficulty content. It's just, not only is it often just more frustrating than it is fun, but the rewards usually aren't that much worth it. This game, I think, definitely fixes that in the simplest way possible, which is you only have to do... It's the same thing Stygian Onslaught did, which is that you only really have to do the lower level ones to get the stuff you actually need. And I think that's great. I think more of them should try doing that stuff. I don't care if it has to be like retroactive changes. You can make retroactive changes to your games. Come on, companies. I don't know why it's such a problem with so many different companies and groups. That brings me back here. Unfortunately, this isn't really where I wanted to go. Let's try through here. I will kill more of these guys, actually, because I do kind of need them. Okay, was it connected to here somehow? I don't think it was connected to this building, this room directly, though. That's the thing. It definitely wasn't, considering this room is completely, like, stuck to itself. What the heck? There's an area I'm missing here. Wait, this is in the lower room. Hold on a minute. Okay, I need to get... How do I get up here from here? Oh, can you? But can you get to the upper level from inside of here? I don't think you can, actually. Give me a moment. I don't remember where this freaking explosive... There's a freaking box you can explode, and I'm looking for that. It's inside of one of these vent things, but I don't remember where. You have to vent to get to it. Literally. Gregory, have you heard of the hit game Among Us? Gregory, you need to vent. You need to be sus. How long ago did Security Breach release? That was like fucking forever ago, wasn't it? There we go. Here. Is there an entrance in here I'm missing? Oh my god, there is. There's just a little spot back
Acquiring
here.
Arlene is
I never saw this. Okay. So this one should bring me now to the thing I'm looking for. Yeah, I feel like gamers at some point have focused less on... Did I get it at some point? I must have gotten it at some point. But I have a tag here. Why did I put this down for? I don't think I have that recording anymore. I don't know. Like that more. Oh. Give me a second. There we go. Whew. Where am I? Oh, down there. What the hell? Can you climb on those? Like, can you actually climb on those? Give me a second. I think, is the game literally telling you, hey, by the way, you can climb on these? I didn't know this. I genuinely thought the death plane was too high for that. There we go. What are these gather things, anyways? They just feel like random. Don't fall! Fuck. But yeah, I'm definitely way different when it comes to, like, constantly consuming content than these people are. Or, like, I don't feel like the need to, like, for some reason they seem to only think of certain parts of the game as, like, the actual main content, and I feel like that's kind of odd. People seem to avoid certain things for some reason, and then, like, proceed to then complain that there isn't enough content in the game. I feel like that's very confusing. Something like that, maybe? Yep. And I've kind of noticed this since Genshin, but, like, I hadn't really realized it was such a widespread problem until I saw people complaining about the lack of the high-level content. I hadn't fully internalized the fact that, oh, people just, like, don't actually play these games for some reason. It's kind of like the whole, like, super comic here. Oh, okay. I did not realize you can go over here. But it's like the whole thing with Star Rail and its rampant like quote-unquote meta. I don't really like calling it meta. Because, like, meta feels like it should be a thing for an actual competitive game. These games are, like, explicitly not competitive. Fuck. Yet people like to treat them as such. And I don't really understand it. I came to this game for the characters
Need me to do some trimming?
and stuff. That's why I played these games to begin with. I saw cool-looking characters and wanted to play the game. That's how they get their people into the game in the first place. For some reason, people like to focus on the most inane stuff. I don't get it. And I get there's the whole you can play the game how you want thing, but, like, it's... I don't know. I don't get it.
Everyone, we've got a new buddy to
Because the
play
problem is then they, for some reason, immediately assume that everyone plays it that way. How do you heck do you get to over there? Oh, it comes to you. I'm gonna try and get it. I got it! It's really weird. I feel like gamers in general have become too over-competitive nowadays. I think that was one of the main points in a Russian Badger review I watched recently, actually. Just how games and just in general have become, like people who play them have become over-competitive for some reason. Especially with, like, the, oh, it's bringing me all over here now. Especially with the, with games being more prevalent on the internet nowadays, to the point where they're actually more There's more like actual game stuff than most other stuff. Like, it's gotten to a point where there is certain,
See that one? Need
like
me to
every
do some
time
trimming?
one of these games comes out, there's always this one specific type of video I see every single time. And it's always like, here, do this to not brick your account. And I'm like, I don't even want to see the stuff in this thumbnail. I'm actively like trying to avoid it. Like, why are you showing me this? Just go underneath the corners. Oh, no. Nope, I need to go back there. Let's see. Spot like this should work. Yeah, because that won't work. Is it this? Hold on. Okay, I think it's that. There you go. Especially because, like, I've heard this term a lot, specifically, or mainly around Star Rail, but it's like saying you can brick your account. You know what bricking something means, right? If something becomes bricked, it refers to mostly things like phones, as well as like older walkie-talkies and stuff. You know, these giant things. Which is that bricking is when something is so unbelievably broken that it basically just turns into a giant brick. It's the equivalent of totaling a car, where the amount of power or like the amount of like the amount that would need to be put into it to fix it far exceeds the actual like price of the object. That's what totaling is and stuff like that. But the thing is that doesn't really work in this instance. You can't brick an account because you don't have to put in any money to, quote, fix it. I don't think I can break this around, can I? If I take this off the button?
We
Yeah.
almost missed that.
Shit. So close. Okay. There's something else I need to do here, I think. Oh, I keep trying. But yeah, it's this weird thing that I've been seeing is bricking your Star Rail account. And what they mean is not actually bricking the account. They're using just a completely wrong word for it. What they're referring to is that there will be, when you do certain things, very specific things, certain very specific like interactions between certain things in the game just can't really happen effectively. And those mostly just have to do with like very specific speed ordering and stuff. Stuff that for most players won't even matter at all. Damn it, I thought I could reach that. And it's kind of crazy to me that they consider that bricking. Which to me just doesn't feel like that at the slightest. Like it's mostly just like it mostly has to do with like using what is that light cone called? There's the light cone that you get from Herta's store. It's the Remembrance one from Herta's store. And if you specifically max it out, certain things with specific... Oh, I thought I could get over that. Certain specific speed ordering things just can't work effectively. But that's, like, mostly it. It's basically just little stuff like that. It's kind of weird that's considered bricking your account. That just means, oh, now you can't do, like, this one specific thing, which in 99% of use cases doesn't matter. It's weird. Like, you cannot brick your account. There is no way to, like, actually fully stop your account from being, like, relatively usable. So it's just kind of weird. Is there any other way I can break this? I want to get to that box, but I'm trying to figure out how you do that. Maybe there's something specific up on this spot that I can do. Oh yeah, there was this here. Oh, I can get this to drop down. I think. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. I was wondering how I'd do this. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't really
fine.
break your account. It just kind of stops it from being like the most actual maximized potentialist, like for every single possible interaction.
Acquiring Arlene is our top
And it's
priority
just
on
weird that
missions.
that's what people focus
I
on.
wonder what secret it hides.
As for most other stuff, like an account just being kind of bad, that's not that hard of a thing to fix. Let me just try. There we go. For example, my Genshin account for the longest time hasn't really had a good number of even like decent artifacts on it to like actually use for every character I wanted to play, and a lot of characters just weren't built. But that's entirely the point of why I have the catching up thing on this account that I'm currently recording for, like that's just the raw footage account. That one, like that is a thing that's happening right now, but it just takes that much effort to do. And I noticed more recently, speaking on that people don't really understand how easy it is to actually get the materials to build a character in most of these games. And I find that pretty funny. For example, when I finally got Kuching, like 2 years ago now, when I finally got Kuching on my main Genshin account, which is a character I had been wanting to get for a very long time, but I kept getting unluckily lucky, which is where I kept accidentally winning 50-50s that I actually wanted to lose a lot of the time. And doing an outstander banner didn't work as well as people made it out to be. Trust me, so doing only standard banner pulls is doesn't really work as well.
Something dangerous.
In fact, all I kept doing was getting weapons,
Better be fully
which doesn't really
prepared.
happen on the main banner, or doesn't happen on the main banners. But like when I finally got her, I could finally do it, and I went and I just immediately fully built her because for a little bit before I had finally gotten her, I decided I was going to quote unquote tempt her. I knew this wasn't actually going to do anything, but I decided I was going to pretend I was tempting her to come by getting all the stuff needed to completely max her out, and which weirdly enough worked. And when I did actually like use it in the video, or use all the stuff in the video, where is it connected to? I don't see the core. Oh, is it on top? But I can't see it from this angle. That's a little annoying. Maybe it'll still let me explode it. Nope. Getting you. There's another angle I'm supposed to get to first. Not entirely sure. But anyways, when I did, I immediately built her to max level. I gave her weapons, I gave her artifacts, I gave her... How do you get inside of this thing? I gave her... And I got her almost to Triple Crown talents. All at once. And some people in the comments are like, whoa, how'd you... Man, you must have been farming for forever to get that. And I'm like, it took like 2 weeks or something. It wasn't that hard. It took 2 weeks of just basic farming. Because for some reason, people's ideas of what actually is a fully build character. Oh, I forgot to turn this. I'm stupid. Let's lower cargo. Rotate. Yeah, when I did do it, people were like confused. I'm like, it doesn't take that much effort. Let me lower it. What's in here? Nothing? Got it. Oh wait, there's something in here. Oh, it was floating and it went through the... Oh, I see. Oh wait, I recognize this. This is the top of the thing. I see where we are now. There's probably a death plane down there. There's nothing not going. What's the third one? I'm just stupid. Where's the third one? Oh, is it on the other side? Oh, I see. I see how this works. Can I do it twice? Yeah, there we go. Is it on the side? There it is. I'm gonna wait because it's gonna stop me. There we go. Yeah. Oh wait, is this good enough? It is. Okay, good. Like, I think I had calculated it previously, but I don't. I'd have to recalculate it. I don't have the times on hand. But it doesn't take that long to fully get everything you need to build a character to max level. And I think that's pretty interesting that people hadn't, like, these players have gone through and mapped out the, like, most optimal, absolute pinnacle amount of damage you can do, where even adding new stuff, like, to the game, they've been able to, like, they can immediately tell you before the character even fully releases, yeah, they're not as good as this character still, so, like, it's not that good. The Mika release comes to mind, and that stuff. And yet, most players still don't know how long it actually takes to fully get all the things you need for a character, like pre-farming for a character. And I find that hilarious. These people have gone so far in that they've actually become noobs in many other respects. It's kind of weird. Oh, I thought that was a thing. It was just shining. It was just a shining circle. Like, it's just really funny to me. That people have gone, like, all the way back around. They got so smart, they became dumb. It's hilarious. I'm gonna try and see if I can hit this from here.
Be cautious.
There we go.
This is far more dangerous than fire.
Not sure how you're supposed to hit that otherwise. Let's see what's up here. Probably chests, I imagine. Yeah, this is just me. Where's the chest? Wait for them to pick up the stuff. There it goes. I think that's all that's up here. Yeah. It's kind of funny that people can focus on some of the most inane things and then leave the basics completely untouched. Like, they've solved the game in the complete wrong order. And on top of that, like, you can even see that stuff in, like, guides of games, like, when it comes to other stuff. For example, I was recently going through the entirety of Amphorius and actually finishing all the exploration. I haven't fully finished it yet, but I did go ahead and grab all of the nymphs and all of the nymph prophecies. And one of the things I realized when I was doing the nymphs is, wow, the order these people set the thing up in is absolutely fucking ridiculous because you're flip-flopping all over the place. And it's just kind of weird. Like, you go to the opposite sides of the thing multiple times, and I'm like, why did you not continue with the area you were already in? That doesn't make any sense. Hey, Lisa. It's kind of weird. Okay, these aren't powered. For some reason, I felt like they weren't for some reason. And it's really odd. Well, I remember when I tried to go around to see if I could, like, skip past it, because I couldn't figure out how to open the door. It's funny how people will. I should make sure I don't go over, because this is the last one. Thank goodness. It's just weird how people will do things that's such weird. Have I ever been down there? What is even down in that hole? Get past. What's some other things I've noticed? Oh, people have an insane, like, penchant for thinking everyone goes for certain things, or, like, does certain things relating to the game. I think the most notable one is, like, the watching of official content all the time.
I said anything.
People find it odd sometimes that I don't watch any special programs, I don't watch demos, I don't watch trailers, I don't watch anything. When I'm going into a game, like when I did with this one, and what I did with Zenless, and what I tried to do with Star Rail, but I couldn't do with Genshin because I got Genshin the first day I got this PS5, so. But I'd already known of its existence and some of the stuff relating to it. But I try my absolute best to go in fully blind. Genshin, I haven't watched any demos for a very long time. I haven't seen any demos for Star Rail, actually, except for one demo, and that was the Finon demo, because I'd heard so many people talking about it. I was like, oh, no, why not? Let's check it out. What level is this thing? 40? No.
Incinerate!
Oh, I also need to just remember I need to change the order of this team.
Please help, Mr. Dolly!
Like, I haven't watched a lot of that official content because I just don't feel like it's worth it to do that type of stuff super often. Because then it kind of, it literally spoils. And that's the case for a lot of the stuff. The official content just spoils too much too much of the time. Yeah, I genuinely avoid spoilers of any kind, even gameplay stuff. I only really have watched the stuff, and I've shown like at least one of those on the channel before, but where I will actually go and actually watch some of that stuff on occasion, if I feel I hear about stuff that is important enough for me to want to know more about. For example, when they were showing off Billy Astro Wonderland for the first time, I was like, oh, I better look this up. And I didn't realize that that it was... I had heard something about possible UGC being added to the game, but I wasn't entirely sure. And then I only realized on that was like full game dev, but what I didn't know is that you still can't do it on PlayStation, so I can't really do it like at all. Which sucks, because I really like coding and programming and game development and all that. But yeah, I was kind of... Those are one of the few things I've ever looked at stuff. Which is the only reason I knew what was... Like, I knew some of what was going to happen in the 6.1 story, which I did feel was actually kind of unfortunate. I actually wish I hadn't known that stuff, or anything that I had figured out from that, because it would have been more interesting that way. I wouldn't have known that we were going to get to see Vettelfilnir and stuff like that. But yeah, that's why I usually don't. Because so many people just kind of like assume that you do, and I feel like it's... At least I've had some people assume that I see that stuff. That, and especially one thing that I only did temporarily and then immediately got bored of doing, which was trying to keep up with the characters being introduced in Star Rail. There were too many changes to characters during the betas, and I was like, this is just too much information. And I was getting super hyped for things that just ended up not being that worth it to be hyped about. So I inevitably ended up completely forgoing doing that, and just winging it like I had before when it came to who I was saving for. Because I had saved for Cyrene during that time, only to then realize, wow, this character is fucking dog shit. Like, not in the she is bad way. No, she's part of the single best team in Star Rail history, which is the quadruple pink team, which they even use in promotional material now. That ended up being a whole thing. Let's grab the chest for this area now. But yeah, that ended up being a wash. The problem with her has nothing to do with damage. It has nothing to do with how good she actually is in certain teams. It was the fact that she was so boring to use. Using her on anything but that one specific team was just a pain in the ass. In fact, despite the fact that I had easily beaten Iron Tomb in the past, like when it came out, because I needed to build the Dahlia. When I was doing the story before, I could not do it. And the reason for that had nothing to do with the characters that I had. No. It had to do with the fact that you're forced to use freaking Cyrene. This is wrong. No, it doesn't work. Can't be that. What's the shape here? That's the opposite. That won't work. It's has to be 2. But yeah, I couldn't beat Iron Tomb because the fact I was being forced to use Cyrene. Like, that was the entire reason I was struggling. Was because the game had literally forced me into using a specific character. Yeah, that would work. What's the specific shape? Okay, yeah. This is more or less what I thought it was, but I was trying to find a way that actually fixed all this. Because that doesn't work, that's the problem. Let me try this way. Try it in this corner. See, that wouldn't work. But yeah, it was because the character themselves was so just obnoxious to use. There it is. And I think that just kind of helps exacerbate it. How do I fit this? So it matters first about figuring out where this thing fits. Does this work? I think so. I think this might be it. Oh, no, wait, no, that's swapped. See, it can't be that either. It can't be something like that. That wouldn't make any sense. Try this way. Or have I already tried this way? That wouldn't work either. Huh. We do Delta 40020. But yeah, it's. I just started individually complaining about Cyrene. Oh, I remember what it was that I was specifically complaining about. Yeah, that's the whole thing where I stopped trying to use future character like knowledge to like try and determine stuff. I just wait for the character to come out and then I see what they do. Because like I was really excited for Don Hung as well, like and for a lot of his like special effects that he had, but then they removed a lot of that. So, you know, it's that whole thing. I guess I'll stop recording so I can figure this thing out. I'll probably just look it up.